Mr. Bale and his entourage are taking over the entire 10th floor, so I don't need to tell you.
Discretion?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Hey there.
Why don't you go back up to my room, get some sleep for a few hours. I'll cover for you.
I'm fine. I'm more than fine.
You got up at 4 this morning, so you could be home in time for Morgan.
I'm not tired at all. In fact, we could go back upstairs.
Really?
Mr. Jax, how unfair of you kissing your lovely wife in public this way. You could get other men jealous.
Well, I find myself very fortunate to have a lovely wife who enjoys kissing me in public.
In my country, men are careful not to flaunt their good fortune for fear it may be taken away from them.
Oh, well, this isn't your first time doing business outside of Russia, right? Unicorp, Monarch, Deutsche Suisse.
You've done your homework.
Well, it so happens that I own a large stake in those 3 companies, too. Part of my international holdings. I'm sure we both understand how important it is to diversify.
Yes. Clearly, we share the same taste in many things.
And how important it is to delineate what can be shared and what can't.
Well, I prefer to be flexible. After all, things can change quickly.
Yes, and in ways you didn't see coming.
Indeed. Mrs. Jax, always a pleasure.
Wish you hadn't done that.
Why? That's good for him to see that I'm not intimidated by it.
I hope you're right.
Es freut mich sehr, dass wir uns verstehen.
Sie sind ein sehr überzeugender Mann, Herr Jax.
And we are going to make a lot of money together.
I very much look forward to this partnership.
Okay.
Okay.
Guten Flug, ja?
Ja, danke schön. Auf Wiedersehen und viel Spaß noch. Danke.
You call me here and then make me wait?
Well, I'll get to the point. I know you're a busy man. Those 3 corporations I mentioned earlier, 2 Swiss, 1 Dutch. You're heavily invested in all 3. You depend on them to maintain the illusion that you're a legitimate businessman.
I am a legitimate businessman.
Well, as I mentioned before, I'm a major shareholder in those companies, and if I were to contact Interpol with concerns that you're using those corporations to launder money, it could trigger a huge investigation.
You'd lose a fortune.
You'd lose more. Because both Swiss and Dutch governments would freeze all of your assets. I'm sure you know how that goes. Or you can go quietly. Your choice. Hey, thanks for meeting me.
Oh, I'm just going to finish my paperwork. I'll be right with you, okay?
Paperwork, it's actually why I'm here. It's nothing big, just need somebody's visa revoked.
Your husband has a bad habit of leaving you alone, hmm?
Mr. Karpov, I enjoyed meeting you, and I find you to be an interesting man. Not so interesting that I would jeopardize my marriage.
Your husband is overly possessive or just unwise. He's making problems for me, and if he continues, I'll make much bigger problems for him.
If you just threatened my husband, you made a big mistake.